everybody, welcome back to another episode of Project 52.
Yeah.
Man, we got my good friend Andy Olsson from Sweden in the house today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to, this is called Columbia, right?
Yeah, this is Columbia, Tennessee. Yeah, we're at My Blue Heaven studio. Most of you know that. Andy and I met through my good friend Joe West, and Andy's in a very successful band in Sweden called Sannex, Sannex. Check them out online. They're like a pop country band, right?
Yeah, I usually explain it's like a Swedish country band and people dance to our music. So we have a lot of people dance to our stuff.
Like thousands on a dance floor dancing.
Yeah, sometimes it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's cool. And I love being here. Obviously, I want to thank Joe West, but Troy has been my good and dear friend, and he's helped me a lot.
We met just blindly and wrote this song we're about to play.
Yeah, that's a cool one. And Troy told me, have you ever heard of the term like stomping ground? And no.
Yeah.
So he told me it's like where you belong.
Yeah, it's your home turf. It's where you grew up, you know.
So
where you stomped around in your boots, you know.
And I always felt that I should have been stomping around in Nashville because I always have felt that this is where I feel at home. So
you amaze me. I mean, you know, I'm just a kid from Midwest Minnesota, and I'm not very cultured about world cultures. So it's like you're very very well spoken in English and. Yeah, and your music is very much American style, you know. I believe, other than when you sing in Swedish, you know. But
yeah, so half the album we just recorded a little over a year ago at Joe's place.
Highways and Heartaches, was that the name of the record or was that the single?
That was a single.
Yeah.
The name of the album was Crossroads. Because we are at a crossroad, you can say. So half the album is in English and half the album is in Swedish. So that's the crossroad thing. There's not a song on there that's named Crossroad. It's just where we're at.
Yeah, so you did a really cool video at the West Barn too.
We did. Yeah. It's on YouTube. You can search Sannex and Heartaches and Highways.
Yeah. And you guys have won a Grammy over there for what you do. But your interest really lies in kind of possibly coming to Nashville. Is that your dream?
That is my dream. So, fortunately...
I mean, you're here, so it's kind of realized a little bit.
Yeah, so every time I get here, it's like, I feel like I'm coming home, and that's... and you guys helped me with that, obviously. But, my dream would be like staying in Nashville for maybe a couple of years. But unfortunately, I have a successful band in Sweden, so it's kind of hard. We have a momentum, so it's kind of hard to move right now. But it's my long-term goal. So the only thing I want is like, if there's any American girl who can maybe help me move. Well, anyway, so it's cool. I like being here.
A nice soft couch would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's talk more about what you're going to be up to and what you're doing while you're here in town. And let's play the song first. I don't like to take too long to do the song because we want people to hear what we write. So, but yeah, this one was the first one that me and Andy wrote. So, and we're going to write today here with our friend Terry Hicks too. So
it's going to be awesome.
All right.
Okay, good luck.
Count us off.
All right, so here we go. I said a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. You never know by the way that it looks today. This old main street used to be the place where I would run when I was fearless and young. And down on the corner by that old cafe, I left my mark in that wet concrete. Probably beat it for years after I'm gone. Though I moved on to those big city streets, my footprints and memories still remains. Here in my hometown, my old stomping grounds, I owe everything I am to the people around here. I'm forever bound, it never let me down, but it feels so good to be back here on my stomping ground. And over there by the edge, be the field near the creek. Must have pounded 100 boards to that tree. That kind of freedom was a little boy's dream. And in that tree with a sweet young miss, under a July moon, I stole a kiss. She was my first one, and her daddy called me a son of a gun. Though the years have made those boards fall away, that memory of her still remains. Here in my hometown, my own stomping grounds, I owe everything I am to the people around here. I'm forever bound, it never let me down, but it feels so good to be back here on my stomping ground. Alright. And even though I'm farther away than I used to be, this is my home, this is where my heart will always be. Here in my hometown, my old stomping grounds, I owe everything I am to the people around here. My hometown, my own stomping grounds, I owe everything I am to the people around here. I'm forever bound, it never let me down, but it feels so good to be back here on my stomping ground. Oh.
Stomping Ground, Andy Olsson.
Something like that.
You know, that's actually the first time we've played it together.
Yeah, and it suddenly became very hot in here. It's like,
Yeah.
I only been here for, this is my third day, and you know, the English, it usually takes a while
Yeah.
for the English to get back, so
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the pronunciation, is that the word?
Yeah, pronunciation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you speak very well English. I mean, English very well. Look at me.
You speak very
I live here, and my grammar sucks. So.
But you understand, like, you can read lip or something in Swedish? I thought you said you
Me,
could see.
like, well, you know, I cheat and use the translator online. Yeah, you have a very successful band in Sweden, but do you also play other places in Europe?
No, we don't. Actually, this is a main reason of why I'm here, because we tour like 150 gigs per year, and we're booked for 1.5 year
Yeah.
to come. So I want to do all this stuff. I'm constantly trying to have my manager, you know, could we just like keep some day off? Because I got a lot of requests to do stuff. And it was like, oh no, we have a gig there, you have a gig there, you have a gig there.
Yeah.
So, and that's my main income. So I have to balance to have an income. I have employees in my band. So
Yeah.
it's all of that. So me being here is like, I'm trying to balance all this. I want to do more stuff, the more country stuff in Europe, and Norway is a big thing
Yeah.
for country music. So we're actually going to Norway in a couple of weeks. So.
Do they play a lot of American country music there, like on radio or
In Sweden?
yeah?
You know, when Keith Urban came with the Somebody Like You,
Yeah.
like in the start.
Yeah, the middle 2000s. Yeah.
He actually went on the pop radio in Sweden, and obviously all the old guys. Sorry, you know, Cash,
Yeah.
Merle, whatever.
George Jones,
Yeah,
yeah.
all of those guys. It's like there's a subculture. So every time Alan Jackson comes to Sweden, there's like 10,000 people there. Brad Paisley as well. If Chris Young is there, it's maybe 800 in the audience. If Lady Antebellum comes over, maybe 400.
Wow.
So it's like you can get real cool concerts in Sweden where you can almost like talk to the people.
Yeah, so that's very intimate kind of shows for
It is.
for acts that are really big in America.
I know.
you
And people want to come to Sweden, so I guess the tickets is kind of expensive if there's only small venues.
Yeah.
But it's a cool opportunity. So I'm actually going to see Brad Paisley in Stockholm in next month.
Oh,
so,
you are?
Yeah.
Well, what is kind of cool is that you guys are bigger than those bands that come there, you know, from here.
Well, I guess it's always like that in some countries, you know, there's a big artists. But we have like a lot of people listening to us, and that's cool because we're a live band. We stream okay in Sweden, but we're a live band. People go out to us 3-4 times a week, every week, every day of the year.
So 150 shows a year.
Yeah.
So what are your days off? Mondays and Tuesdays?
Yeah, I guess it's like, yeah. So if we play like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we usually play just 2 dates the next week.
Yeah.
It's the summer here, like we play every day during the summer. I think we played like 20 gigs in July, and then you just travel. So it's a lot of touring. It's a cool thing. We are 4 guys living in 12 square feet.
Yeah, on the bus.
Yeah. So and our bass player recently, so he left the band recently. So we have a what do you call it? Yeah, we don't have a new one yet. We had like a guy standing in.
Yeah, hired gun kind of thing.
Yeah. And he's been really great adapting to this small crowded place, and he's just happy to be out and play. So and we do a lot of TV shows, and yeah, it's a cool thing. I'm trying to use our brand to like sneak in more country music in Sweden.
Yeah.
I think John Mayer put it the best. He said it's like the penicillin in the dog food. It's like
penicillin. Yeah.
You just have to shove it in somehow.
Yeah, you have to disguise it a bit, or just put it in the middle of what you do. Yeah, well, you're a heck of a guitar player too, and singer. The whole works. And you know, like if you ever do make it over here and you know get a visa and try to work here, it's like I think you would fit in great because
well, thanks.
You love what you make, the music that we're making anyway. I think I mean, especially on that record you made with Joe. So you guys have a record deal with BMG Sweden?
So actually, we just signed with Warner.
Oh, you did?
So I don't know how. It's a small step up too. So BMG Sweden, like that, they really did a good number on a good thing for us. They helped us.
Yeah.
Not a good number. I think that's a bad word. But our next step, so long story short, there's a huge show in Sweden. If you're on that, you're like the next big thing.
You're the thing. Yeah.
So that's our main goal. To be a part of that, and Warner is a big part of that show. So
that's very cool.
Yeah. So
you're always stepping up, you keep moving up.
Yeah, so. It's just impossible for me to stand still. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And this is my day off. I have 4 weeks vacation now, and here I am. So
how long are you here in Nashville?
So only for 10 days.
Okay.
But in February we have 3 weeks days.
You might be coming back if you can swing it.
I am planning on being here for 3 weeks. That's a hard word to say. 3 weeks. In February. So I hope to get back to see you guys.
Well, I was gonna say, do you have a website you want to let people know about? Do you have your own, like AndyOlsson.com, or is it Sannex?
That's also a good question. I started up all that, but then I realized that Sannex is the embryo of everything.
Yeah.
So everyone, it get a little messy. So people didn't really know where to look.
Yeah.
So we have a website who is in no use for you guys to go because everything is in Swedish.
Okay.
So it's my Instagram account. So and there's both English.
What
and
is your
Swedish.
Instagram handle?
So it's called Sannex, SANNEX_official. Sannex official. And my name is Andreas Olsson, and people always tell me, oh, Andreas, like San Andreas, right? That's the one.
Yeah.
So it's Andreas, but in the US I usually call me Andy, so.
And I know that you're kind of branching out a little bit, right? And there's always frontmans of successful bands that do that. You got Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20.
I love him.
He still goes back and does Matchbox 20, and it's like, I know it can get touchy between your band members because you built this thing together, but if you just always keep it kind of like coming back and feeding that animal too. You know?
I know. We've been talking about this for years in the band, and I had some members who were like,
they're aware of.
Yeah, now they're really aware because they do want to step up, and they know there's nothing bad in my business in Sweden, but there's a lid on what we're doing, and I think it was Joe who told me there's no use to being a big fish in a small pond, and that's like the best expression ever. So we're trying to switch pond.
Yeah.
And I have the band with me now, so
you've outgrown the waters,
I love what I'm doing, but I always want to do something. I want to evolve.
I think I can't wait for you to come back here a little more often. But hey, Andy Olsson, look him up, and Andreas Olsson. That's how you spell it online, is Andreas. Yeah.
So it's Sannex official on Instagram. Look me up. I would love to have you.
Yep, and girls, he's a cute guy. He's looking for a couch.
Please.
Yeah, but hey, I'm glad you came here and did this today.
I'm so glad, Troy. Thanks for everything. You're my hero over here.
I always look forward to having you come back here, and I'm glad Joe introduced us. And
I am too.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button there and share these videos, and we'll see you on the next episode, all right?
Great.
Bye.
Bye.